So this is Brickies. This is from Inkfile Games, another game we're publishing. This is kind of a new spin on breakout games. It's kind of got a cool, flat aesthetic to it. It's two modes, endless and level-based. I'm going to go into some of the levels here first to show you this. The neat thing about this game is, unlike most breakout games that have, if you miss the ball, you either lose a life or the level is over. These ones are all time-based, and you have two paddles, one at the top and the bottom. Use the bottom area here to control, and when you miss the ball, so these guys move, you'll see it turns red there. Now the ball is deactivated, and so I can't actually hit them with it. I mean, these guys are kind of a pain because they move, but when you deactivate it won't do anything, right? Like they'll hit. This is a cool power-up. You can actually drag your finger around, grab everything. So the whole idea is that you play it based on the time. Everything is time-based, so you can actually screw up, which is nice, because I always hated sometimes my thumb was in the right spot or something, I couldn't get the paddle and the game's over, right? So I like the way that this one works in that. See, like there, you see it hit and it didn't actually do anything to them, so I got to reactivate it so that I can actually hurt them. These guys are a bit tricky because they actually, like I said, they move around. There's a ton of cool little power-ups you can get. There's a little slowdown here at the end when you're getting close to the end of time. Failed that a little bit miserably, but it's going to be a ton of levels in this. All the characters, or the little brick characters, actually have kind of like their own little personality, and they do, the level designs get, there's a ton of crazy level concepts that they've done. Like you see, these guys like pop out different little guys and stuff, and there's, like I was saying, there's a ton of different power-ups and stuff, and so we're hoping to launch with a ton of levels. Right now they're working on level packs. We're thinking this will probably come out maybe May, April, around there. There's still a decent amount of work that needs to be done. Basically, it's level creation at this point in time. They've done most of the work for creating the game. They're even doing some really weird stuff, like these guys, like those puzzle kind of levels. See some little weird pig guys. When you move your when you move the ball around, the axes actually they'll trace to where the ball is, so they're kind of like trying to block you. And so when you hit them, obviously it deactivates. These are it's kind of like boss battles, so you have to hit them from behind to actually hurt them. And so there's a lot of just the way that the standard breakout is. It's
That's
not just
cool.
blocks. It's there's a bunch of different stuff that happens. So a lot of times you have to stack some power-ups. The power-ups that will join together. So if you get this infinity ball here, now I grab this one, and so now I've got a ton of stuff going on here, right? And so you can get a saw blade, and then get the fire power up on top of the saw to double the power of this one. This is actually a good one. If I can grab it, it's kind of like a laser that will. Oh damn! I just missed it. We'll get them anyways. There. It'll shoot beside them. So that's the level-based structure, and then there's actually on top of that, for all the high score chasers out there, there's an endless mode. How the endless mode works is there's two zones here, top and bottom. And when you clear out a zone, it will generate a new amount of characters that have different attributes. And every time you break a block or a bricky, you hit them, you'll see in the background there, the little green is flashing. It's adding time to your overall score, right? Cool. So as you do well, your time goes up. But if you start messing up and not hitting them, your clock will continue to go down. And that's how that's how the endless works, right? So eventually you'll run out of time on the clock. It's actually, I've got two loops here now. You can see it's darker and one's lighter. So I've got quite a bit of time here to rip through. So this one, now I'll clean that, so now you see it loads up a new group of guys. So this one, drag in there and try to knock some of these guys out. And so it's all about just trying to go as far as you can.
I like the clock mechanic. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's something different. It's like I said, some of the breakout games I've got a classic. I love the classic breakout games, but I always find on mobile I have some issues with sometimes touch control just because of what it is. Yeah. And so I always kind of got a little frustrated sometimes when I play them that it was my fault and maybe I put my thumb down wrong or something. I like that this is a little bit more forgiving in the time mechanic, and then you can miss it like that and then just get going again once you hit it with the paddle again. Yeah. So it's a nice option here. Let's clear these guys out. Oh, here we go. Nice. Yeah, so it's.
Oh wow, you really do get a lot of time back when you start doing crazy good.
Yeah, you can just stack it on. There we go. But these guys with the gray are kind of a pain. So, yeah, that's the Brickies.
Cool.